You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Hit the Floor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Hit the Floor After Show.
Welcome to the AfterBuzz TV Hit the Floor After Show. We're here to give you another recap of this juicy show. And if you like the song that you're listening to, it could be from one of our special guests today. Yeah, I'm Alikona Bradford here, bringing you the show with these fantastic people. So why don't we start with Nick, who's giving us an awesome fist pump.
Nick Purdue, guys.
With the hood, too. Giving me the hood.
Yeah, this is way too cool for me.
You guys are just too much, too much.
Mark Rodriguez in the house.
Hey guys, it's Laila Sadny.
And of course, if you like this song, like I said, it's our special guest, so please welcome Melissa Molinaro.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome. Also a special guest on tonight's episode, bringing back Lexi.
Yeah, bringing her back.
Little sad we didn't get to see the stripper action, but that's okay.
You know, she had to retire from that, but you never know. She could be going back.
She might have to.
Yeah, she
now
might
that
have
she's
to
never
now.
Purdue anymore,
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little bit of an issue.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna try. Y'all know how I am. We're gonna try to do this chronologically, but you know, if I go off track, help me out, guys. Yeah. So the first thing I know, we want to talk about the big kiss, right, on the Jumbotron. Jelena working her magic. Everybody on this show is so crafty. And did you guys honestly think when she first pulled this one out of her back pocket, like, this was really simple for Jelena? Or did you think, okay, there's going to be more to this?
No, I mean, I thought it was gonna be like on TV or something. Like something was gonna happen to where, you know, like what's his face, the Roman Emperor was gonna.
What's his face?
What's his face?
Anyways,
big.
I forgot his actual name.
It's just a sexy guy, you know, when he takes his shirt off.
Again, it's what's his face, the Roman Emperor.
Don't hate, Nick. Okay, don't hate.
I know all the dancers' names though.
Hey.
I know all the dancers.
Yes,
Alphabetical
you do.
order?
That's what's important.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so anyway, did you guys think that there was any chemistry? I don't know. What about you? When you watched, any chemistry between her and German, or just way awkward to watch?
It was a little awkward for me.
Yeah.
On multiple levels.
You think? Yeah.
No, I mean, typical Jelena.
Right.
You know,
Always
I just was
trouble.
like, always, okay. But I did think that something else was going to happen. I was like, really? That's it? You
Right.
don't got anything?
Right, that was like a step to the.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
She spoofed us. She just was like, you know,
Here's a
psych,
little-
here's a little something, but
Right.
Well, I was kind of disappointed because I kind of went in with my prediction. I was like, German's going to get back with Ahsha, but no chemistry.
No.
Not happening.
No.
I take it back.
You know, and I brought it up last episode. I talked about the fact that it was nice to see Derek a little bit more on the vulnerable side. I didn't see I Love You coming.
totally did not see that
Real
coming.
quick, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering where this is going to go and how long it's going to last, because as much as us fans would love to see this relationship blossom, it's hit the floor. It's James LaRosa. Like, is this really going to last?
Right, it also seems like a card that German would pull. So it's almost like, is he kind of, you know, he said that he loves her because he saw her kiss another guy. But maybe he's like, hey, I got to start playing the game like German for a second.
Right.
That's true.
Okay, you know what? That's a great point, Layla. And I'm going to ask you as well, Melissa, the ladies in the house. If a dude told you that for the first time ever in life that he loved you, but it followed that comment,
Yeah.
does it really mean that much anymore?
It wouldn't mean as much as it would normally mean. I mean, it's like that like made you say that. So it's like, do you really love me, or are you just jealous and you're trying to, you know,
work your way in?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah,
it's
no.
not good timing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Something's up with the motive, you know?
Exactly.
Right.
Do you think that was a smooth move, Nick? Is that something like you would do, you think?
Because I mean, you know, Nick is the man.
I don't say I love you. That's child play, guys. We don't say that anymore. Especially these hoes ain't loyal, so you know you can't say I love you. No, you know what it was? Like, I get it. And like you said, he's pulling the German move. So I mean, it's all a game. That's all it is. He's a player. It's a game. So he's like, now he's just playing the game differently.
He's playing the game, and I don't even think he knows he's playing the game. It's just like,
Right.
hey.
So wait, do you guys think he's sprung, or you think he's playing the game?
I think
He's not sprung.
I think he sprung for a sec.
I
Just
think
a
he got
sec.
a little jealous. It made him think.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like, oh shit.
Right.
It's okay,
You know,
girl. It's
can
the
we say
internet.
that?
It's okay.
Okay, I was like, I might be dropping a couple of those around here. Yeah, I totally think it's like the jealousy card. Make him step up his game a little bit.
So then, speaking of games, what do you think about Zero and his games with Jelena? Do you think he really
Oh my
is
God.
into her, or what?
This guy.
Oh my God.
Can we just talk about this guy for a second?
Yes.
Layla's like, yes, we can. I kind of love how chachi he is. Like, I don't know, it's like fun to watch. Like how he's just like sitting back in
I
bed.
know, right?
And then I also felt like in that one scene, he kind of was like the girl. Like, well, Jelena was like putting on her pants and was like, all right, peace, I'm out. Thank you very much. Yeah, but he's the character that would.
Well, what about his whole piece about being the man of God? Like everything he's like going back to.
Oh,
like,
from last week when
last
he
week
just
and
gave
he-
like a sermon to everyone and started preaching. I was like, what? Oh, okay.
right? But I think he made a reference to that tonight, right? Didn't he say something along the lines of that when he was talking to, I believe, Terrence in the locker room? Or
Oh yeah.
he's up to something.
He is up to something.
He's always up to
Definitely.
something. He always has that front going on. But it is extremely fun to watch, and there's really no other character like him.
Yep.
So I don't know what his plan is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
So do you guys think, is Jelena a pawn, or is she somebody he's like, okay, maybe I've met my match. She's sexy. She's devious. We can do this.
Ah, she's a pawn.
She's definitely.
I think she's a
Really?
pawn too, yeah.
So what's the greater goal in all this?
I mean,
Take over the world.
Take over the double.
really just he's like, it's like a conquest. You know what I mean? And so like she just happens to be the next one in line.
Yeah, because
for
he
the
comes in,
conquest.
he's got to take over the territory.
Right.
You know,
And
little
he's
by
trying to
little.
play the best friends with Terrence in the locker room. We know that's a
Which
bunch of
is
BS.
so
Come
right,
on.
right. It's really
I got
obvious.
your back. I
Yeah.
got your back.
Yeah.
dude.
And your girl.
Right.
Your
Yeah.
ex-girl.
And your ex-girl.
Right. Okay, I just met you. Can you
Right.
please step away? A little creepy. Just a
Exactly.
little bit.
I'm surprised how Terrence reacted though. How usually it seems like, I mean, he's over her or whatever, but
But would you really spill that information too about selling the restaurant to some dude you don't know? Because that's still part of personal territory.
Unless he wants her to find out, from.
That's true. You know, and also too, actually bringing up the Zero, one of the things he had said is, "Yo, man, like I didn't realize that y'all were together." And I'm like, "Well,
Come on.
Yeah.
You
Who
knew.
doesn't know that?
Everyone
right,
knows
you know.
that.
right." I mean, they're taking pictures
the
together.
famous
Come on,
Yeah.
he missed last season or what?
Yeah.
Apparently.
He was winning a ring last season.
Oh, yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You
That's
know.
right. And now Terrence is doping up. So, whose prediction was that? Who was that me? Was that you? It was one of us.
I don't think it was. No, I think it was you.
Oh, yes. So anyway, yeah. That's definitely going somewhere. But we were talking about pawns. Chase, ultimate pawn in this entire situation. And I'd like to think he's very intelligent, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Moving the body,
Why?
Why? Yeah.
It's a crime scene.
even if they did believe him, is that
Why
a
not
crime?
call like yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, tampering
Yeah.
with
Fine.
evidence? Why not?
And that's your what? That's your what?
I mean,
like,
yeah, but
how could you do that? Like,
Yeah,
even
emotionally.
Right.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, 911
he's
much?
a little like
Right?
psychotic. Something's not there.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, but in this situation too, you also see Oscar, and we knew he was evil, but he's taken evil to a completely new level. You know what I mean? Like, just everything's business. Doesn't matter what it is.
He's
Just
so the villain right now. Like,
yeah,
he is.
absolutely.
I told him that last night at the rap party. Like, you're the villain. He plays it well though.
Right,
does.
Right, yeah.
He really
He does.
does. Like totally. If you think of like the pilot and now, like
I
I did
know.
not ever see this going that way at
Yeah.
all. So
It's cool to see him take it on too. I don't know, like last week we actually had him in studio and we were talking
Yes.
about, the diversity between that and then having him on the 70s show where he was this fun, quirky, goofy guy and then just a complete 180.
I love it.
Yeah, super talented. Really quick though, because you just mentioned the rap party and stuff like that. Are we going to see more of Lexi in Hit the Floor, or is this just a one-time cameo this season for you?
I don't know. I can't say.
What?
I
Doesn't
can't
remember.
say. Yeah. I don't know.
Tough. You're a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You didn't.
You'll
You didn't
have
like.
to stay tuned.
Yeah, if you want to, you gotta go like
gotta-
around it. Ask
yeah.
you, you can't just blatantly. You gotta lead up to
Listen.
it.
I'm so
Man,
obvious.
women, Nick.
What about like, let's say you just happen to visit the set one day and you walk through a shot, you know what I mean, that
Hey.
they happen to use.
Right. That
So-
could be another episode that I could be on.
Right? Possibly,
Yeah,
possibly.
She killed Olivia.
Yeah.
Right, maybe you were the one.
See? That's why you just can't say things like that because you just really don't know.
Nick's really good at getting answers out of people when you least expect it.
gonna
So
figure
I'm
it
gonna let
out.
him.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna let you
I'm
work
gonna
your
figure it out.
magic this entire episode,
Nick,
and
show
we'll
me
see
what
what
you
we can
got.
get out of her. Yeah. One of the things I saw in my notes, and I see up on our little board here, is the twerk dance.
Yeah, man.
And as soon as I saw a little Logan action, I was like, oh, Nick is so happy right now.
Well, here's the thing, because she didn't really twerk. I mean, she twerked for us when we went, but it wasn't a whole lot, and I mean, being a Logan Browning fan. Happy birthday, by the way, because today's her
Happy birthday.
Her
And McKinley.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they figured that she can move, so and it was nice seeing it on a big screen. So I wasn't mad at it. I'll say that I definitely wasn't mad at it.
Yeah. I like the dance. I like the aerial
yeah.
shots. And I want to say the one thing I do really enjoy about Hit the Floor, and yes, it is a dance themed show, and we've seen other scripted series that might deal with dance, but we actually get to see the whole dance.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it is an actual centerpiece and an actual part of the show, not just like a little montage here and there. Like it's there.
And it's very current to,
Yeah.
Right.
the
Definitely.
dances are like, sometimes shows can't show a certain, thing, and they're like, oh no, too much booty or too much that. I love this show where it's just like, not that they don't care, but it's like, hey, they can show it. Why
Right,
not?
yeah,
right.
sure.
And that's why I love this dance. I was like, oh yeah, they're getting it in.
Yeah, it's way
that's
different than
awesome.
anything else they've done, and it's
Yeah.
Pharrell's
Yeah.
song, which
Right.
is just.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Which even the song itself is just like sets itself apart from everything that's out there.
Yeah,
Leave
yeah.
it to
I mean,
Pharrell
it's
to do
Pharrell.
that. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Pharrell. I mean, he's been doing that to me his whole career, but
Right.
that's a whole nother topic. Was it now as a dancer? I don't know if you were actually there when they shot it, but if so, or maybe if not, watching it, does that make you a little bit like, oh God, I wish I was?
Yeah,
out
every
there.
time I watch a show, I'm
gonna ask
like,
you that.
oh my gosh, I just want to be back on that court. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I've been dancing my whole life, so once a dancer, always a dancer. It's just in your body. I hear music, and I just, I want to dance. But Michael Rooney is an amazing choreographer, and he kills it every episode. Like the dances are always different, and they're always bringing a new element to it, and it's just amazing to watch. Yeah.
I would like to say though, I'd love to see him actually do the dance.
Oh my gosh. Do you
Right? I
know?
wanna see him
Wait.
too.
But do you know how he choreographs?
I heard it was using Stephanie, right? Or
Well, he sits down the entire time. He sits down in front of the girls, and he's looking at the mirror, and he has his assistant Danny and Stephanie and some other girls he'll call up. But he choreographs in his head. He sees it, and then he's like, all right, pas de bourrée, tour jeté, leap, come back. Like, he just starts telling the dancers what to do, and they do it, which is so interesting. I've never, ever seen that before. Because normally, as a dancer, you need to get up, you need to move, you need to try it out. He sees it all and puts it on a body and is like, yeah, no, we're going to change that. Let's go back. And, like, you're just like, oh my God, you're a genius.
Yeah,
You know?
wow, wow. So
Yeah.
he doesn't actually do the moves.
No.
What?
That's
I
crazy.
would love to see that
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I wish I had a picture of Michael Rooney. I would put it up right now so
He
people
sits
knew.
Indian style on the ground, and he's just
Kinda
it's like amazing. I just never seen anything like it.
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's
Wow.
funny. But okay, one thing I have to say about their dance though is that because Kyle spray painted the floor.
here we go.
Yes, that's what you said.
And I was like, doesn't that mess up the game? Because it was like spray paint. It was like
Right.
legitimate spray paint. You know what I mean?
CGI.
I mean, right? No, but like if they were really dancing though, and,
it'd be
it
all
was
over
part
them,
of the
right?
thing,
but-
right? It would be all in the thing.
Spray
and it'd
paint
be-
dries.
It dries fast.
Yeah.
But it messes up the regulation for the game because it was halftime, so they had to play a second half of basketball.
Oh, and Nick, you got to see some basketball played on
Yeah,
this
I
episode.
thought
it was
about
it was
you,
a little
actually.
more. It was a little more, But again, I mean, and Terrence got dunked on. Oh yeah, like they never show any positive LA Devils basketball. It's always
They lost.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Well, I mean, he's got a knee injury. They got to emphasize the fact that he's injured.
taking the-
Yeah, and he's not on his A game.
But he could at least like shot a 3 and then landed wrong, and then you know what I mean. At least
Can you
like
demo that land for me, please?
I mean, I'm not gonna mess up my knee, but like don't have him get dunked on. Like that's you got postered.
You better talk to James. You better coordinate that next season. Maybe
I think he tried last season every
every time and just nothing.
So guys, how do we feel about this relationship between, well, it's now a little bit of a triangle, but between Lionel, Pete, and then also Raquel?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. What is going on?
Where do you start?
Yeah, because it's almost like was that unnecessary for Pete to do that to Raquel? Or do you think she should be that mad?
No, I think she did get a little bit angry, and I understand that Lionel's trying to break them apart, but by letting her upset you and turning the plane around, you just let her win.
Exactly.
Right.
Why not make her, maybe this is like the devious part of me, but why not continue to make her feel uncomfortable? Because if you're spending that much energy trying to break us apart, obviously you're still attached to him. So since he loves me, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to milk this.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm going to be like,
into
oh,
it.
Pete.
It's almost like she was clueless to that whole thing. It's like she doesn't even know that she's being played at the moment. Am I the only one who?
No, she seems so
doesn't.
naive.
She's smarter than that, which is
exactly.
crazy.
It's like, hello, wake up! Like you need to get back in the game and start.
Well, you're saying for Raquel to get back in the game? Is that
Yes, Raquel's like giving up, and she's just basically like, oh gosh, he's gonna be an alcoholic. I can't introduce him to my son, and like
just believing her. I mean, this is his ex-wife that's still into him.
Like, why would you believe anyone's ex-wife? Come on.
Exactly.
Why would you believe anybody ex?
Exactly.
That's true.
I didn't see that coming though. For her to say, that she was still.
No, I didn't either.
I thought it was just like a guy, and I just didn't realize. But that was everybody across the board.
And then he kind of had me like hanging on for every last word because he was like, well, we have history, and then he like took a dramatic pause, and then he was like, but I'm over you. But I was like, we have history, so does that mean we're getting back together?
Right. Exactly. It was interesting to see Lionel like that too, because I felt like she was having a moment where she was actually being a little bit vulnerable. Yeah. Because what we've seen of her is very cold, very plotted and planned out in every move that she makes.
Totally.
And it's like, you even saw it in her face. It's like her whole demeanor just washed over, and it was like, I love you. Yeah.
She killed that scene, by the way. That was Here's my question. Do you think now that he turned her down, do you think she's gonna take the beach house in Santa Monica? I don't
know.
And Big Bear. Big Bear.
She should probably.
She should probably take it.
Yeah, she
should take it.
I would.
I mean, here's the thing. If I had to couple her up with somebody, I don't know why, but I feel like it would be Jude.
Yeah, well,
I think it's just because you see them together.
Maybe.
I think
you
that's
see them
what
together,
it is.
like lurking in the corner somewhere.
But hold on. Can I say this though?
No.
On that private plane, there were other seats on the plane.
Right.
Why do they sit right in front of them?
Right.
different camera angle.
It was too hard to get both, so they were just like, look, we're running out of time. We're behind schedule. You guys need to sit here, and we need to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that whole situation. We have Jelena up as a topic, but I feel, is there something in general you guys wanted to bring up about Jelena?
I just threw her up there because, at the end we saw her with this note.
Ooh, yeah.
We talk about the letter.
Yes.
Oh
So they're pretty much insinuating that she's the killer.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I won't put it past her.
I wouldn't either.
She's
in
I
the
don't
will.
know. Yeah, she's on one this season. I mean, she was same thing. She was evil before, but now I think that because she's had her heart broken,
she's a whole nother level.
Yeah, exactly.
And what did I can't think of the guy's name right now. No, Zero.
Oh.
Zero was like, you're so cold. You're cold-blooded almost to the point where you're psychotic or something like
sociopath.
that. Sociopath. Yeah, I was like, that's definitely
he
so
called
true.
it.
That out.
At the same time, it was like he was getting real excited about it too. Just like,
it's kind of hot.
Yeah, he was getting turned on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think so? We saw her with the letter that said "No more secrets."
Yeah.
From Olivia.
Last episode we saw, or was it last episode or the first episode? We saw that when Olivia was in the shower.
Right.
And you thought like maybe she was committed suicide or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she wasn't even in the shower the whole time? Like if that note was out there, maybe she was dead previously. And
here's the thing, Chase
Yeah,
had
maybe
said,
someone else was in the shower washing off all the blood.
It's possible. It's possible. That's a great one. Good observation.
Too many horror movies.
Oh.
You're like, easy, calm down.
VH1, come on.
Well, no, because I was gonna say one of the things that Chase mentioned to Sloane when he was in the jail is that there were like nail claw marks, if you will, on the banister.
On the
so obviously
banister.
someone was trying to push her and she was fighting,
There
and
was
then
a fight.
Yeah, and then he just found her. But that's what doesn't make sense either. 'Cause so the shower was running, but then he found her at the bottom of the stairs and decided I'm just gonna bury her
In front, yeah.
Yeah.
To get back at Oscar.
Yeah. What?
It's Rick Fox. At the end of the day,
Well, you know
ladies.
what? Let's give him kudos for the scene that he did.
Oh
today,
yeah,
too.
he definitely kills
great.
it.
Yeah.
He definitely kills it. You know, guys got his little 5 o'clock shadow going. You know,
Oh,
Little
yeah, you
Silver
said that.
Fox, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's killing it. He's a legitimate actor now.
Now, okay, when we were watching it in the theater, I don't know who it was that was making comments, but he had signed the plea bargain, right? And someone said, "Oh, he's mic'd. He's mic'd." Do you
I
guys?
did.
Oh, is that you? That's
Yeah.
you. Do you think that that's really what happened? Because he obviously didn't accomplish much in that
Right.
conversation
Yeah.
with
He
Oscar.
thought though Oscar almost walked out, and it's almost like great, he has enough information to say like, look, it wasn't me. But then all of a sudden Oscar came back and went on his whole rant, and you're like, shit, that really didn't do anything for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought maybe he was mic'd because why would he start having this conversation the way he was talking?
Right.
Seemed like
And why would he sign that deal?
I don't think
Yeah.
he signed.
Like, I
he-
know he
Yeah,
said
I
that.
don't think he signed
I
it.
don't think he signed it.
Yeah, I think he just said he
I want to
did.
see
yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's why I thought he was mic'd. You know, fine.
So, do you guys think that maybe Oscar and Jelena plotted something together? Or do you think he's really telling the truth and being like,
No, yeah, Oscar definitely has a hand in it. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, he didn't get his hands dirty.
He's like, I didn't kill her, but doesn't mean I didn't have her killed.
Killed.
You know,
Right.
I didn't physically do it myself.
right.
Doesn't mean I didn't pay someone off.
right,
You know?
right? So why don't we take this time to focus a little bit on sexy Lexi over there on the couch?
Hey.
You know.
You know, making her return, love the way that okay, I can never say that gentleman's name. The character, the foreign, what is
Pablo?
Pablo.
Oh, okay.
Pablo.
Pablo. Okay, because whenever everyone says, it, I'm like, what?
Pablo?
What?
Pavle.
Yeah.
Or Kat's always like, Pavle.
Yeah.
In her
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
So
I think
cute.
that's.
Like, oh, hey, Pavle.
Yeah. So it was interesting to see her come back and obviously play Prego.
Yeah, there's always something when Lexi comes back.
Yeah.
It's like she's always like, you know, stirring up something, but always in a good way. Like, it's always funny. I love how the show tonight was super serious, and there's like, you know, a lot of stuff in the mix, and then you throw her in there, and it's kind of like a little relief of like,
Right.
you know, humor and yeah.
Yeah, for the most of the part too, like usually Kyle is the one that's, you know, on top of everything, except for like having her husband and whatever. So it was kind of cool to see that you had the best of her pretty much the whole show until we saw at the end when she
Right.
kind of like pulled
All
her
the
trick on
pills.
Lexi.
Yeah.
Girl.
When I had on my pills,
know.
on my beauty pills, trying to
bag
steal all
full
my
of drugs.
secrets. I really did though.
What she got
I
in
was like,
there?
what is a writer we're talking about? Jason, what is all this? I don't even know what these pills are. No, yeah, she was giving out all her beauty secrets,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh, that's a
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. And a lot of people don't know this, but actually Kat and I have known each other for years. We were in acting class together.
wow.
And when we auditioned for the pilot, just seeing her in the waiting room, like we were just like, oh my God, of course you're auditioning for this.
Yeah.
And I think I auditioned for every part except for Taylor's role.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every time Kat was like, oh my God, you're back again? Who are you reading for? I'm like, I'm reading for Raquel now.
You're like, I'm rooting for Oliver's part.
No, seriously though, it was like, it was kind of like that though.
I was actually going to say before you said that you guys have known each other for so long
Yeah.
that you guys actually have like a really great chemistry. So now that makes sense.
Yeah. It's you know, amazing that we get to share a lot of scenes together, and she's always so funny and super talented, and yeah, they write some good stuff for us.
Did you
so.
guys ever work together in class? Ever do any scenes or anything like that? Or
Yeah, our acting teacher thought we were both crazy, but we're made for each other.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, we were like the class clowns. We were very distracting in class, but everyone would just start dying laughing. I don't know, we get into a lot of trouble, but that's all I remember from class is like Kat and I were like the class clowns of our acting class.
How long ago was this? Just out of curiosity.
This was be like 9 years ago.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kind of when I first moved to LA, when she first moved to LA.
That's cool, but at the same time, it does show, you know, when you have an entertainment career, you really do have to cultivate your skills before you're able to really, you know, show them off, if you will.
Yeah.
It takes time, but in the long run, obviously, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So very cool. Small world. Bring everybody
I
back
know.
together.
I know.
That's Hollywood though. You know, Hollywood's
is.
small.
It is.
So large and so small all at once.
It's so true.
Yeah. You know, but going into Kyle, you know, she's been working together with Bo, her loan shark.
Who I love, Bo. I love this character.
He likes
Yes.
her.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, they have in this episode too. You saw that spark. I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He wants it to take longer because he wants to be around him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's been playing it the whole time.
He's like, actually, you got more debt I see back here. He's
Yeah.
like, he's looking through that binder.
Right.
What if?
Oh wait, go ahead.
What if she doesn't even owe him any money?
Oh, that'd be messed up. That'd be so messed up.
Is it messed up though?
Because then where's all the money going? Oh, honey, actually, I saved it so, you know, we
Maybe
can go on a
for
big
like
date.
a wedding or something. Who knows? Maybe it could be like this like big culmination. You know what I mean? And then
gonna
he's
give it
like,
to her
hey,
at the end.
because we
Right.
can't think of it. Like it's weirdly romantic.
Yeah, in their
Right, like in
They-
their
That's
little.
way. They're
you
perfect
know?
for
I'll
each other,
co-sign that.
actually.
I mean, he gave her the ring back, which was interesting.
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
let's
Go back to that
talk
ring.
about this
Tell him, Nick.
14.2 carat
14.2
ring.
carat ring.
Because she owes like what 200,000.
300,000 total, and then
Yeah.
now it's like half of that.
Right.
She
okay.
gave like 150, right? Is anyone doing the
Yeah.
math out there?
So I think it was 350. Then we took off 150.
150. So now it's at two.
Is that
Now,
like 2 million or something?
based off of my calculations.
So smart.
Right.
You pass math like me? Yeah. Okay, cool.
This ring is worth around 2-something million.
Yeah.
And so by her giving him the ring,
It would have paid off times.
yeah.
And then some, honey.
Right.
And then
Right.
some.
Okay, yeah, he wants it then.
Yeah, come
Obviously,
on.
he just wants it.
And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Look
'cause
on her face.
If this whole thing was to happen and he was to save all the money and do something big with it, I think she would just fall head over heels for him.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the only way that would happen. Otherwise, she'd just kick him to the curb.
You know, I'm wondering if her husband is ever going to make another cameo back. Like, when she ever gets everything paid off.
Right. Isn't he still out for coffee?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes, yeah.
Oh, is that what happened?
Right.
Is that what happened?
3 episodes ago.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. So anyway, yeah. Also, it'd be interesting. I was gonna say if he held on to the ring and recycled the ring and then proposed to her with the ring.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe-
That's cute. I like
Ish,
that.
ish. I mean, would you take the ring?
Girl, you don't even have to ask me that question. 14.2. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. All right. So for me, I'm cool with the recap we've done so far, and I'd love to talk a little bit more actually to you about you. But if there's anything I missed, please, by all means, raise hands, bring it up.
I think you did a good job.
Yeah.
good.
You covered all angles, girl.
Yeah, you got all the
The
bases.
board worked.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So wait, really quick. When you did the scene, you know, Mark had given me this note, so thank you. And I think we have more pictures of it. But he told me that when you were at the, I want to call it bachelorette party, engagement party, the dress that you wore, that was one of yours.
Oh, yes.
Please do share.
Almost
Talk to us
forgot
about this.
that. So I got an email from Wardrobe, and they were like, bring some dresses to your fitting. So I brought some dresses. One of them was mine that I designed. I'm launching a clothing line and kind of dance apparel too. It's called May, named after my grandmother. And we had a special bond with fashion, and she'd always take me shopping, and that was kind of our thing. And so anyways, I had this dress, and I didn't tell anyone on set or Wardrobe that it was my dress or my design. And they took a bunch of pictures of all the dresses, and they sent it to James. And James actually ended up picking my dress,
That's awesome.
without him even knowing. And then I went to set, and I don't know, I told like one person, and then James found out, and he was like, "Wait a second, that's your dress? You designed that dress? Oh my god!" And I picked it. It was
Ain't no thing.
yeah. Yes, right. Yeah, so it was really, it was great.
We have a couple
That's,
pictures
yeah.
of
If
your
our
dresses.
engineer could pull that up for us, please.
You got the.
Yeah.
Just a few moments, but yeah, that's a huge honor also too, because of the fact that and respectful me looking at you, like you could have been like, yeah, this is mine, and you totally
Right.
kept it to yourself, and I think that speaks volumes just for you and your character, and And again,
you.
yeah, such an honor that he did pick that dress.
Yeah,
So
I was like really happy about that.
super
Yeah.
cool. So you said you have launched this already, or not that dress?
Although it is a very sexy dress.
That is very sexy.
The
Wow,
black
to
and white
show.
and then the all white.
Jeez, how did I wear that?
There
There
you
we go. Yeah. So we have not launched yet. We are very close to launching. I'm coming out with a 3-dress collection. It's going to be this black and white one, a white one, and then a
Cute
gray
picture,
one.
cute.
Yeah, cute. This is the white one, but super like classy with like a modern twist. You know, like the tailoring is super classic, but it's still like modern and. Yeah, just dresses that you could wear out to lunch, go out to dinner, nighttime, daytime. So
where can somebody find one of these dresses once it does launch? How can they purchase them?
it will be on melissamolinaro.com.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, just on my website. And like I said, we're starting really small and seeing how it goes. But I love fashion. I love to design, and something I've wanted to do for a really long time. And it is very hard. It is. This has been like the longest process. I feel like I've been doing this for over a year now, just trying to get everything. You know, and we're still not done. But yeah, I'll be so happy once it's out. And I haven't like even started planning my wedding because of this. I'm like, no, not until May is out yet.
Yeah, because we have. I mean, you started with dance, you said.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
have the acting,
Yes.
singing,
Yes.
amazing singer as well. And then now fashion designer. What
Yes,
else? What else you got?
everything.
I know, right?
Skiers.
And
you
right,
skis.
yeah.
Makeup, right?
That's
There
next.
you
That's
go.
just the,
There you
the
go.
next thing.
Engineer, I'm sorry, Steven, can I have you pull up another picture for me, please? Because it'll
Which
help.
one?
I think I sent them to you in order. There should be some dancing pictures in there.
Okay, one sec.
Ooh.
Yay! Just so we can reflect on some of the things that you've done that maybe people are not familiar, like they love you on Hit the Floor, but just haven't realized that you do all these other
Yeah.
amazing things too.
Thank you.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the pictures, do you guys have anything in particular that you wanted to bring up tonight? And there was
got?
silence. All right, let's start with this one. Let's
Well,
start with
we
this
start from the
one.
left and go right. And how we do it?
I mean, we could pop popcorn. We can hopscotch it. You know, we don't have to.
Okay. How about we just go with the picture since we got a picture up? This is you and Honey too.
Yes.
Yay. So, was this a big feature, like one of your first big features for you?
Yes, it was. And it was a dream feature to be a part of. Obviously, being a dancer, it's you know, it's a dream job, acting and dancing. If I could have like had a song and start singing, it would have been like everything, you know. And then all of a sudden, I'm a clothing designer in their movie. No, just kidding. No, this movie was absolutely amazing to be a part of. Billy Woodruff was the director who also directed the first one with Jessica Alba, and it's always exciting to have the same director, you know, be a part of the second one. But yeah, I am still in love with this movie, and every time it's on, I like, you know, watch it, or people will hit me up, and it's funny, it always airs on VH1. So
Funny.
someone's like, oh my God, I just watched you in Honey too. Oh no, wait a second, now I'm watching you on Hit the Floor, and it's like, oh, it's a Melissa marathon, no big deal.
No
It's fine.
big,
No
no
big.
big.
Yeah.
Now you're Canadian, right?
Yes,
How long have you been in the States?
forever.
Oh, okay.
I'm really
so-
Americanized.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
The only thing I say is sorry, socks, tomorrow. There's some words that my fiance makes fun of me.
About.
Yeah.
You say that?
No, my about is, I think it's American. Yeah. But yeah, I'm from Canada originally, outskirts of Toronto. Grew up with a big Italian family. And my parents worked in the car industry for General Motors, and they got transferred to the States. So we moved to Michigan.
Represent.
Represent Mark. And grew up in Michigan, and always knew after high school that I'd move out to LA and, you know, start pursuing my dreams. So
Nice. Do we have
Yeah.
another picture we can pull up?
search the next time.
Yay! So, you know, talking about all these talents you have, you are a singer, obviously, as well.
Yes.
And you've been a part of this one and making the
And
band.
then making the band too. Yeah. So, yeah, and this was the beginning, I want to say, of reality shows. Like, I mean, there was like Real World, but as far as like the talent-based reality shows, Making the Band, I think, was one of the first
Yeah, it was just
ones
beginning,
that
for
was
sure.
just really beginning. And actually, Brian, my fiance, was I was talking to him, and he was like, you should audition for this show. Like, they're going to have a second one. You should really get out there and audition. And I was like, you know what? I will. So they didn't come to Los Angeles. They went to San Francisco. And I drove to San Francisco, slept on my friend's couch, and then woke up, early in the morning. And the line for this audition, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Stood in line for like hours. Wow. And auditioned in front of Johnny Wright, and he said, "Thank you very much." And I said, "Okay, well, that was that." Oh. Cool.
20 hours later. Like,
yeah, okay. And was about to get back in the car and drive all the way back. And then I got like a call saying, "Hey, they want you to come to the callback." And I was like, "Okay, sweet." So went to the callback, and then that just kept leading on to kind of more auditions to the semifinals and making it into the house. And yeah, it was a great platform for me to kind of start, because it was, showcasing my dancing, my singing, and made it to the finale, to the very end. I didn't make Danity Kane, but it was still, a cool experience. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually glad, I don't want to say I'm glad I didn't make it, but because I didn't make it, I also got to do a lot of other things with my acting career, and got a commercial agent and started booking things, and then heard about The Search for the Next Doll. And my mom's like, "You should audition for it." I'm like, "Really?" Another reality show. I don't know.
Stand in line again. Yeah. Everything else is cool, but the damn line.
Yeah. Should we cut that line?
No, seriously though. And it is so emotionally draining, like these shows and the pressure. I can't even explain to you. You are auditioning in front of the world, right? So you mess up, that's it. Sorry, you're done. Yeah. No career for you. It's brutal. Like it's really hard. And this show, Search for the Next Doll, was, I want to say, a lot harder because we didn't have a lot of time. So they would throw something at you, and then literally the next day they'd throw you up on stage and was like, "All right, you're performing." And you're like, "What? I don't know the words of the song, nor do I know my steps. What's going on here?" When I was in Making the Band, it would be we'd have weeks. They'd be like, "All right, Diddy's in the south of France. You guys have a month." Don't worry about it. No, but it was kind of really like that. So, and I want to say Search for the Next Doll was also very, I don't know, they did more with the characters and were spinning storylines, and people will still come up to me like, "I can't believe you still hate Chelsea," or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Who's Chelsea?
Yeah. No, for real, people still remember this stuff. And I'm like, it's called a TV show, but it's a lot of things are not how they were, but it is what it is. You sign up for it, and you know.
That's great preparation for the rest of your career too.
Yeah.
You all these things thrown at you. Now you can be like, "Oh, know how to do that. Know how to do that."
Yeah.
I have to ask you though, going back to the Danity Kane thing, and I read somewhere, and I could be totally wrong, but that you're still friends with Aubrey.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't talked to her in a while, but yeah.
So having seen what panned out for the rest of the girls for Danity Kane and everything like that, obviously they were going on a really great path, and there was a little bit of a tumultuous breakup, if you will. In that sense, are you a little relieved that maybe it didn't work out for you? Not necessarily because you got to work on other things, but just what ended up happening with the group?
I think it's always hard when you're in a girl group and you just get thrown together. It's not something where you grew up with one another. It's not like a Destiny's Child thing,
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly,
Different
organic.
personalities.
And I think that's just at the end of the day what it boils down to. And if you can stay in your lane in a girl group and know that that's your spot and remain there, then things can, just happen, and it can work like a well-oiled machine,
But it's just too tough, I think. Girl groups, and I think Danity Kane is back together now doing.
They are.
Yeah. I love them too.
Yeah,
Give
They made
Aubrey a call.
good music.
Yeah. Okay, so I get another picture just magically appeared behind us. Is this from the Old Navy campaign you did?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so the reason I picked this one is because
I love this campaign.
I was reading about it, and I heard it did really great for the company up until the Kardashians decided that you looked like Kim Kardashian.
I remember when I was hearing about all that, and I was just like, come on.
I know. It's so sad.
Well, so I was going to ask you your reaction to that, because were you A, slightly flattered, or B, seriously, don't you have enough money?
B. Just B. Yeah, it was, being in this industry and auditioning just even getting the opportunities are very slim to none. So you might get a call for an audition, and you know you're up against hundreds of other girls, and so when you book something, it's like, yay, finally I can pay rent this month, you know. And so that was just in itself, I mean, just so exciting for me. And working with Joseph Kahn, who's an amazing director. And it was like a 5-day shoot, and it was all about me. I mean, who doesn't want that? And it just was really fun, and I loved every aspect of the commercial, and I was so excited for it to air and, you know, to share with my friends and my family. And then it was getting a lot of positive feedback, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get one wrench, and you're like, oh, great. Okay.
It's done.
Yeah. And I don't know, I kind of like to this day, I was like, really, Old Navy? Like, are you scared? Like, why couldn't you just finish airing the campaign? Like, you know, I just feel like they backed off and was like, okay, fine, we'll pull it. You know?
But even though that's bad, those people, because people were talking about it more. So it brought more attention to
but
I don't know if that was good or bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think when anybody talks about anything, like if it's the campaign, like why not keep airing it?
Exactly.
Obviously, they're talking about it, you know. But yeah, it
Wait.
is. It is what it is, and it was an amazing opportunity and great while it lasted. So yeah.
So you know, it's like the reason why it was pulled, like Kim just got mad because
She felt like it, you know,
It was her likeness. When actuality, it just,
okay.
you know, when you book a job, they have mood boards, they have, you know, things that they want it to be aligned with, and they actually wanted kind of like a Fergie Black Eyed Peas thing with like the two guys and the girl. And we had, I remember the makeup artist remember when MAC Makeup did the whole Barbie line?
Yes.
That was our inspiration. Yeah, you guys remember, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah.
The Barbies.
Yeah,
right?
the Barbie, yeah. That was the inspiration for the makeup. There was nothing from the time I stepped on set, you know, that anything, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, all right, and we want you to be exactly like Kim. Go hire her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they have enough money. They would have. I don't think she could have danced on a cash register, though. I want to see her do that. I want to see her really do that. No. It is what it is, and yeah, it was unfortunate, but
I mean, in person, to me, you look nothing
like her.
But you know, I mean, I will say I have seen some pictures where maybe it's like the shading and the lighting or the contouring. Where I'm like, okay, maybe I could see a small fraction of resemblance.
I think at that time too, we had so much Kardashian thrown at us, like everywhere you turned, like, oh, they're on a magazine, oh, they're on a billboard, oh, they're on my TV, I mean, it was just like so much of it that you see a girl with like dark brown hair, you're like, oh, it's her, you know? I just think that we were just so brainwashed at that time.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, after all the plastic surgery, you know, she doesn't look like that anymore. So.
No, she surely doesn't. just out of curiosity, did I have another picture of Melissa? I thought I had one more that was just like a really cute racy picture, but
You had the dress that we showed earlier.
oh, that's it? Oh,
That was
okay.
all I had.
Okay, oops. Oh well. Anyways, but I'll pass the torch on to you guys if there was anything else that you would wanted to ask Melissa while she's here.
So you do all these different things, right? You got the acting, you got the music, you got your modeling stuff. How many times a day do people ask you, what would you rather do, acting or music?
Oh gosh.
All the time.
All the time.
What is your end? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's raise the stakes though,
Oh gosh.
because I mean, people ask me that all the time too.
I know they do, because you do it all.
But no, what I was gonna say is, you can either go to the Grammys and perform, or do a movie with Quentin Tarantino. What do you pick?
Ooh,
Raise the stakes.
Mark, that's a
There's
good
a
one.
lot of blood there, Mark.
I thought you were gonna say win an Oscar. Gosh, Tarantino. Yeah, there's a lot of blood. One with the Grammys.
At the Grammys, there's probably more blood than Tarantino film.
See, the Grammys is one night. Doing a movie,
That's forever.
you know, I mean, it's like you're on set for maybe 3 months, 4 months, depending on the movie. I might have to say, gosh. why
But the
did
movie
you do
never
this
airs.
to me?
No, I'm joking.
No! There's always something like that.
Tarantino
That
film
actually
somewhere.
happened to me.
And the lights are out at the Grammys. I'm like, I just stay home.
Your mic's not working.
Yeah, I'd pick the movie, and then I'd ask him if I could sing in the movie, and then, you know, There
Well
we go.
played.
That's what I would do.
Good answer. Good
Yeah.
answer.
You know, I just remembered all this talking about your singing. I have a music clip of one of the videos that you've done before, and I'm sure
yeah.
it'll play in a few minutes. But yeah, let's. Oh, here we go. If we can get it to.
Oh, this is dance floor.
Yes, we can hear it. Hopefully, we can see it soon. Ah, there we go.
Hey.
Get it.
Hey.
What a hard video to shoot. I mean, having to
Yeah.
touch all those abs. That must
Yeah.
have been really difficult.
A really rough day at work.
I didn't know Nick was in your video.
Cameo. It was random,
Yeah.
but you can't see my ass. So
Yeah.
So what's in the works for you musically?
I actually have a new single that
Hey.
we're going to be premiering July 4th.
Oh.
And I also have a movie that's coming out 4th of July as well that Nick Cannon directed and produced. It's called School Dance. So it'll be in theaters, July 4th or so. That's what he told me. I texted him like last week. I'm like, is this movie ever coming out? No, because we like shot it I think 2 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. I don't know. It's been a while. But this movie is hilarious. It reminds me of like a New Age Friday. Mike Epps is our principal. I play one of the sweet girls. We're like the popular, girls in the high school. Kevin Hart is in it. Wilmer Valderrama. There's so many people in
Great
this movie.
cast.
Yeah, George Lopez, Julian.
Yep.
Yeah. It just Amber Rose, Jasmine Sanders, Christina DeBarge. I mean, there's everyone is in this film, and Nick, of course, makes his own cameo. If you
Cannon.
Yes, Nick Cannon.
Oh, yeah, clarify that.
Yeah.
Nick Purdue.
Well, he might have his abs.
Yeah.
His abs might make another
I
appearance.
just walked through a shot.
Yeah. So it's super funny, and I think everyone's gonna love it. So make sure you guys go out and
Awesome. What's the song called? You said.
say my name.
Say my name. Is that more?
Yes.
Is it still kind of pop dance, or what is your sound?
So this came about a couple of weeks ago. It's a Calvin Harris track, and someone wanted me to sing on it, and it turned out really well. So we still have to like do the mixing and the remixes. But yeah, it's more, to answer your question, it's more pop, house, dance.
Cool.
Calvin Harris
Ish.
ish. Yeah. And it's weird because I feel like I don't really have a genre that I like to do. I like to do it all. I'm like, sometimes it's more dance, sometimes it's more urban. Whatever inspires me. If the track is good and I can dance to it,
Then it works.
it works. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Any other questions before I get into predictions? No? Okay, cool. Let's get into predictions, guys.
Let's do it.
And now,
Predictions.
predictions.
All right. I mean, I know you're part of the show, but based on tonight's episode, if you were not in the show, what would you predict for the future?
Ooh, what would I predict? I mean, it would be cool if Zero and Kyle had a little fling,
Rendezvous.
a little rendezvous.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Weird, but I feel like it kind of goes in a way. I don't know. Something about those two.
The connivingness of them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
I want to piggyback off of that actually and talk about Zero. I think I would like to go in the direction of him being this mastermind who's going to take everything down. Even Jelena.
Yes,
Yeah.
girl. Even Jelena.
Exactly. Someone needs to take her down. I don't know. What about you guys?
Piggyback on top of your piggyback.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about piggyback. We got to like
piggybacking.
triple back.
I think, Zero knew everything that was going on prior to coming here, and he's playing like he doesn't know, and he's being this nice guy, all about God, this and that. What if he came in and he was the one
He was a killer.
that killed him?
Ooh, okay. I'll take that.
It's always the person like he's the new guy, because I don't think Jude would do that. Jude can.
I don't think he's capable.
capable.
And Oliver's too easy. Jelena, they're making us think it's Jelena. No.
No, it's
She was
That's
busy
too
that
obvious.
night, you know?
yeah.
She was busy that
She was
night.
busy.
Zero.
And
Zero.
I'm gonna piggyback off of your piggyback. The piggyback. off of
Okay,
her, you know,
okay. It's just a big ride right now.
Yeah, hopefully we're in a pool so we don't fall over.
yeah.
I actually don't think that. So this is not a piggyback at all. I just want to say that.
You're totally against it.
I think that because we saw Terrence take the oxymethadone or whatever it is, and so I think that now Jelena. See, I'm still gonna mess
How
up.
are you gonna mess up your lover's name?
That's your boo.
On her birthday.
Get it right.
Because it's like it's weird.
Okay.
Anyways, her.
Baby, your name is weird.
No, because when Terrence was supposed to sell the restaurant, but he didn't sell the restaurant, she kind of had like this, why didn't he sell the restaurant? So what I think is going to happen now that Terrence is going down into this dark spiral, she's going to be the one to get him off the drugs, even though she was the one who originally put him on the drugs.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What about you, Laila?
That's a good one. I'm thinking that Zero, he's just, there's something like really, I really do think that he is evil and conniving, and I do think that with the whole like religion aspect they were bringing into it, that he really is the devil of the devils.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I'm kind of like going through prediction too, but I do think he's going to bring the whole like franchise down.
Last question, actually, in the prediction category. What do you guys think is going to happen with this whole TMZ thing? Is it going to blow over, or do you think maybe possibly somehow Derek can buy it off of being
Derek could
printed out?
probably buy it off.
Yeah.
He has guap like that. He could buy it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elena's going to push for that to come out.
Right. All right. Well, that was a damper on everything. So,
yeah, it's gonna come
I think
out.
it's gonna come out and they're gonna break up, and then
And she's gonna get
Ahsha's
fired?
gonna be by herself for a while. She's just gonna think about no relationships.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well,
Interesting, Mark.
guys, that's our cue. We're getting kicked off air right now, apparently. So, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to our special guest, Melissa Molinaro.
Yeah.
Where can
Thank you,
everybody
guys.
follow you? Website, Twitter, and all that good stuff.
Instagram is Melissa Molinaro. Website is melissamolinaro.com, and Twitter is Melissa Molinaro. So it's pretty easy. Just
I
Melissa
think you could
Molinaro.
probably find her on Melissa Molinaro. I don't know. It's just a prediction.
Yeah.
Find me all over the internet at the Nick Purdue.
Find me over the internet at Mark Rodriguez TV.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look
I
at you.
change it every week.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Laila Sadny.
And I'm Alikona Bradford. You can find me under my name, but on Twitter, you can find me under Kiss My Passport. And of course, my website, alikonabradford.wix.com/television host. So again, thank you so much, and we will see you next week for another amazing, juicy episode of Hit the Floor.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.